After a month of shutdown that harmed the U.S. economy, denied millions of people full or partial pay, led to layoffs, furloughs, contract cancellations, and anxiety, led to chaos around SNAP benefits, after all that, which the Democratic Party said was worth it because they were fighting to protect American health care, they gave the Republicans everything they wanted. Now, let's be clear. The Republicans were losing the shutdown. Last week's elections show you that. The party and Trump's historic low polls show you that. The MAGA coalition show you that. They're fracturing. They're infighting. Here's what happened. 8 Democratic senators voted with the Republicans in a deal that would reopen the government in exchange for the Republicans pinky promising to hold a vote on insurance subsidies. These are the same insurance subsidies we discussed last week that are keeping over 20 million Americans health care for more than doubling in cost, among other things. This was a strategic and unpopular decision by a Democratic leadership led by Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries. And they just sold out poor and working Americans. One of the 8, Angus King, had the gall to say, fighting Trump isn't working. Now, we're talking about the same Trump who was just booed for 2 minutes straight at a Washington Commanders NFL game and left early in a huff. I mean, it's absurd. His polling is collapsing. His party is losing. Fighting Trump does work, and it's what the majority of Americans want right now. This is a failure to act as an opposition party in any meaningful way. In my own opinion, this represents an intentional retreat to inflict pain on a working class populace that they despise and resent for their progressive leanings. If it hurts Trump's popularity, they're all for it, but if it doesn't, well, they still get to go home for their Thanksgiving vacation and smile thinking of all the poor folks who will have to get a third job to afford medication. More blood for the altar of Wall Street. We need these Democrats and certainly these Republicans taken from their seats and thrown out on their asses, figuratively or literally, so long as it gets them out of the way of those of us who really want to fight back against the Republican Party, Donald Trump, and their fascist agenda. And let's talk about those Republicans. They're more than happy to nuke healthcare from orbit with a smile. Majority Leader Mike Johnson in the House couldn't answer what the new healthcare plan was, but he said he had a notebook of ideas. I'm not kidding. Dr. Oz, our huckster Medicare and Medicaid chief, said they had plans but wouldn't show their cards right now. So that's awesome. They've got nothing. They want healthcare to be a damn free-for-all where the poor die and the rich profit. And let's be honest, it kind of is that already, but they're only going to make it worse.